Hi guys, and welcome back to lesson 10 in our fractions topic. Today we are going to be looking at percentages with a calculator. So for this lesson, make sure you have got either your phone or your school calculator to hand because you're going to need it for today's examples and exercise. Your success criteria today. So you will have been successful if you can use your calculator correctly to solve percentage problems. And again, we need to remember those units. So a recap from last time, percent just means per 100. So any percentage can be written as a fraction out of 100. And the example we had last time was 37%. It's just 37 out of 100. So if we are allowed to use a calculator, we still need to be able to show our working. So remember, you get marks in maths for all of your working, not just your final answer. And an example on what I would expect to see, we can use example 1 here. So find 49% of 300. So remember, 49% is just going to be 49 out of 100. So what I would want to see here is that you are doing your £300 times by the top, which is 49, and then divide by the bottom of that fraction. So in your calculator, you can type 300 times by 49 divided by 100. And when I put that into my calculator, I get 147 as my answer. Remember, to be successful, we need to check what our units were. It was £300, so I'm going to squeeze a pound symbol in at the start. 49% of £300 is £147. Example 2 then, we are going to find 78% of 100. So we do our 100 kilograms times by the top of our fraction, which would be 78, divided by 100 because it's percent. And so when you type that into your calculator, you should get 78. It was kilograms at the start, so I need kilograms at the end. And you can see it's quite straightforward. You're typing 3 numbers in with 2 operations to get your final answer. This time we've got 27.5% of 92, and this is exactly the same steps. So we start with the £92. We are timesing by that percentage, so that's 27.5. and divide by 100. Let's type that into the calculator then, and we should have 25.3 as our answer. It was pounds, so I need pounds at the start, but remember we don't talk about 25.3 pounds, it would be 30 pence, so I need to put that 0 at the end. Our money, if we've got a decimal place, should always have 2 numbers after the decimal point. Okay, I would like you guys to try example 4 for me. So pause the video, write down your working and see if you can get an answer to match mine. Alright, so what we should have done here would be 600 times by 72, divide by 100, and that should give me 432. It was meters, so I need meters in my answer. Hopefully your guys' work matched up with mine there. Well done if it did. And our last example for today then. So my staff discount at work is 27%. I can buy a new laptop that is worth £800 full price. So how much do I pay? Well, really what I'm going to have to do then is find 27% off my 800. So we're doing 800 times by 27, divide by 100, and when I put that into my calculator, I get 216. Now, is it £216 that I'm buying this laptop for? No. My staff discount is 27%. So discount means that we take that money off the full price. So my second step here is to do 800, take away my 216, Now you could just put this into your calculator. But 10 take away 6 is 4, 9 take away 1 is 8, and 7 take away 2 is 5. So the price that I pay for my laptop is £584. Okay, hopefully those examples made a lot of sense. This has been a much quicker lesson than our last few, which I'm sure you'll all be pleased about. You can see here for your mild section there is a lot of questions, but we are just plugging it into our calculator, so the longest part that's going to take you is writing out your working. For question 2 in our medium section, you can see that our percentages are just a wee bit harder because they've got a decimal, but it's still the same steps that you're doing. And then question 3 is a wee bit wordier, so you've got to pick out what the question is asking. For your hot section, 4, 5 and 6 are like our final example 5 that we've just done. So you need to read the question carefully, find the percentage of the value, and then see, is it asking you to take it off? Is it asking you to add it on? You decide. Make sure to check for units at the end of each of your answers. Well done for sticking with your lesson all the way to the end. Try your best on these questions for me, and I will see you in the next video.